today is going to talk about how to get things done. And my go-to is writing things down the old school way and just doing like a checklist. And I'm going to show you briefly just a little technique I use to make sure I'm knocking stuff out in life. All right, so this is some real recent. All right, it's not that big, but so I got a list of things, and it's not the whole year, right? But it's most of things that's going on for the remainder of the year. But I had things prior to this point too. All right, so and it's more things just gonna get added to another list that's not like this, but that's this is basically how I look. So I use my notes app. I got an iPhone, so I use the note app, and I also use the notes on my iPad. So that's usually how I take notes in the last 5 to 7 years. Prior to that, it was get a notebook, something like that, and keep it stored or have it in my head. So like the top of my list, Sage iPad. Sage's birthday it was June 30th, so that was already planned for. And then she needs AC in her car. I thought I got it fixed. People say they fixed it, but obviously they didn't because she didn't have AC. So she started her semester of second year of college in mid August. So I hope to have it done by the end of July this month. So hopefully, or early August. But I don't have a green check mark by that, so obviously that's not done. My anniversary, I booked a trip to Savannah, and so I just got the hotel, but I didn't get the flight or rental information or anything like that. Maybe I'll handle that within the next few days to a week. They disposed it in the house. It was messing up. Got that done. We got the siding thing, um, and I think from the storm, a little piece of the siding on two different parts of the house. One right above the garage, like high up, and then another on the back side of the house, which is very, very high up. So my cousin, I spoke to him. He came to look maybe 3 days ago, and he said you need to come back with a higher ladder to get on that backside. So hopefully that'll be done. Mars daycare, my son. I like to plan ahead, so I feel kind of good when I can have payments sitting up and knowing I don't have to kind of work for it at that moment. So God's been able to bless me to be in situations uh, where I got 5 or 3 that I know, okay, the money there for 3 payments somewhere. But it don't feel good when you don't know where the money at right then and it's come last minute. So thankfully, I got 5 payments sent somewhere to where I'm 5 weeks out. But then after that, I need to be praying that some more money come in. So you know how bills work. But um, that's what I got. Bathroom vanity. We definitely need that update with those bathroom sinks of ours, both bathrooms uh, at my house. Um, the rental property bathrooms, everything in there pretty updated. Sister, she just told me. So we had a cousin's like family reunion almost last weekend, and we went to bowling on a Friday. That Saturday we went to my cousin's house, had like a cookout. And when I was over there, my sister told me her oven went out on her. her stove. So I got this on the list. I need to find her a stove ASAP to get her back in business. But that's how I flow, and that's just how life works. We have things that we need to do in life and that we want to do. Some stuff you prioritize uh, more than others. Whatever it is, just compile it on the list. Your one might not be the most important, or two, whatever order you got yours in. The key is jotting it down and seeing it so you can work towards a finish line. You know, um, like I said, this list changes for me. Once I knock out this list, another list gonna come up. There's always something in life that you want to just work towards, and some things might not be as big as others. I remember it was a time when I was trying to get my degrees, and that was on the list within the last few years. Trying to get the rental property up, that was on the list. Trying to get somebody in the rental property. Just updating that property and buying, and it was a time before one a tenant in there. So everything has a process, but I think it starts with a list and seeing it out. So that's one of the lists. I had another. I use pages sometimes just to show you another list too, and this show when it was made, and it can change too. So you see how it shows up there. But this just shows the rest of the year. See, this also has some of the same things I had on my phone. You know, I had a washer leak, so I came back from Miami. I had to do a lead a PD there for a week. And when I came back, my wife told me the washer had it was skiing out water, like water was just bursting out. And I'm like, dang, how is that? So I'm thinking it's gonna be, the hose. So I look behind it, and when I turn the water on, cause she had to turn it off because in the on position it just come out. It was busting out the back of the where you connect the actual hole. So that little piece, and it's like somebody poked the hole in it. It's weird. But anyway, um, I end up buying the part for that and installing that. So I'm trying to change out this basically. So this is the line that goes behind where you hook your hot water and your cold water line up. And basically, when I came from out of town, this line was skiing out. It was over here on the cold side. But this broke off because we tried this little thing right here, Flex Seal, and it bonded to all this stuff. And then when I was trying to take it off, it busted. So now I'm replacing it myself actually. So I knocked that out and saved some money on that. Kudos to that. I got that baby reassembled. Now it's time to test it out. The water hose was so I know some of y'all probably know about them your water hose outside, the ones that expand and then they shrink when it's done. Uh, I like those or whatever, but they can be flimsy. So I, we got this rose uh, plants out front, and I think either that because they got the thorns or the sticker bushes poked a hole in the side and it burst my water hose. So I had to buy another water hose. So I just ended up getting one for the front and the back. But I didn't go with the ones that stretch, even though they pretty cool. But so that was what I meant by water hose. See, you got that siding right there again, African spray. So it can be something as small as just some spray. So this African spray thing is from this guy. He's an African, got an African store uh, where he sell products. that are kind of like a health store. I wouldn't even call it African store. He's just African, but I think that's it, the name of the place, African something. But it's pretty much like a health store. And he got different fragrances. He got soaps. He got all kind of stuff, natural stuff that you can take. But he also had these sprays that's pretty good for your bathrooms or restrooms, um, in your cars. And he got the peppermint, pure peppermint, all kind of fragrance. And he also has some pretty good oils. So I wanted to stack up on those things. Sage, AC. Yeah, y'all heard me mention my daughter AC. Um, the vanities, the washer disposer. I had somebody come over to do that. I wasn't gonna do that. Well, I could have did that too. I should have saved some money because I think that was like $285 for the part and that all together. So I could have saved some. Miscellaneous is always something. That's where you put just money. You want to be putting money next to these things, kind of like how I did right here, just to give you an idea of what you're dealing with. Um, what else I was looking at? Ski homecoming. So I did a lot of work related things this summer, like I do every summer trips. But I think the only one trip that I want to do, like a personal fun trip with my friends, I think it's Ski homecoming this year, and that's because my homeboy Kojo, he been like hitting me up for I know over a year, saying, "Man, we gotta go and go. I ain't been in 20 years, and I want to go ahead and pop out." So it's been a minute, so I might do that with him. But that's the only personal thing that I got planned. Um, Other stuff has been work related. Got my wife a trip to pay for her trip to see her friends, her best friend out in Phoenix, and then got that Savannah trip. But for me, I really ain't really focused on that stuff. I pretty much be trying to knock out stuff that I know the people around me, starting with my family, my household need. But I definitely think I'm gonna do the ski trip. I just got a budget for it. Uh, and then even like now, like I got a couple dollars in my pocket, but shoot, man, the son daycare so expensive. Even though it went down to $217 a week, since he got a little older and he's not he's potty trained now, so that helped. But anyway, so I don't really put much money towards myself. I don't know the last time I bought some shoes. But $75 high to me now, man. I used to go to this site 6 p.m. This used to be my site, man. You can easily jump on there. That's this site. And find some for $30, 40 bucks. And shit. Look at Skechers, man. I be looking for Skechers now because, I'm older. I be want something comfortable. Look at these, man. Look at this. $88. I feel like when I was on here last time, I don't know how long ago it's been. Could have been $30, $40. The Skechers that went up, man. I'm like, man, what the $30 shoes at? Where all these shoes? I don't see no $30. This used to be my go-to. They go 46, but I don't want that one. That ain't what I'm trying to rock. And them cleats look like. But anyway, so I was like, man, I ain't gonna do that. And he was straight on now, but that's 75 because I like different. But I went to Chewbacca, and I'm like, okay, I like these. So I was looking at these. But look, man, I don't want to spend this. And I know folks spend 250 easily, 200. I just ain't on that shoes, y'all. I never been real big on shoes, but I definitely know we want to spend no money on stuff, y'all. I'll buy some food before I do that. But these kind of dope. I like these. I like all these. But I think I'm leaning towards these. 39.95. That's up my alley. Um that's how 6 p.m. used to do. These look like something from the old 6 p.m. that I got. So more than likely I'm probably gonna get these. tonight. Just because I ain't bought myself nothing in a minute. I ain't did this for myself in so long. I'm always doing for others. And, God know, heaven knows. So, I might do this. Even though I think this fire. I can do the dust. I like that. That look good. I like this. It's different. These was I just picked them because that's 54. It was close. But man, these shoes done went up. Everything going up, y'all. My partner said it's tough out here, man. And he ain't lying. It's tough. And these clicks, but man, it's different. It's different. What they got down here? $54. See, ain't nothing. You can't get nothing for 34 for real. So I gotta where my shoe at? I gotta go and get this. Just because. Even though yeah, I gotta get that. So I'll probably get that tonight. But that's my keys to pretty much being able to knock out stuff. And this is pages, y'all, and I just did a note taking. I did that template. You can make it whatever you want to be productive. Tips on time. One. Step one is what? Write down your goals. So write down or tasks or errands. However you want to word it. Alright. What most important on your list. So you focus on what's important on your list. Once you focus on what's most important, shoot, after that, you need to work towards accomplishing that task or goal. But you see, this is how you can easily make a checklist like I did. You know, that's something else. That's the same thing. Here it is. But see, summer bills. That's what I label this. And I just had things that I need to do. So write a list down. I mean, that's where you can start at because it always keeps some on your mind. And I don't want to add no extra sauce to this and tell you need to do this and do that because I think the most important thing is seeing it, having it in front of you or somewhere where you can see it often to keep it on your mind. Because some days you're gonna be tired. Some days you ain't gonna want to do certain things. So um, yeah, I just think that's important. Write it down. You know, be able to see it. It's in uh, it's always on my phone. So I'm always in this mode to where man, like what I need to do today. I might write down a little short list for the just daily tasks. Because life is just a bunch of tasks and things to do. And you want to stay on top of it. It's about when you get behind, that's when your stress level start to increase. That's when things start to get more difficult. But it's about staying on top of that stuff, knocking it out, and being able to get these things accomplished. So I just thank God that I'm able to do some of the things I've been trying to do and just continue to build, you know. All right, so that's pretty much all I want to share with you all. Just write down your goals, write down your tasks, write down your errands, write down whatever it is you're trying to do. Make a list, use your apps, use whatever you think will make you be more efficient and productive. One thing about me, I accomplish goals, um, short term or long term, because I see them. I see them a lot. I hold myself accountable. Like I said, we human, so you might not get to it every day, but if you keep looking, man, come on. Day 3 now, I got to do something towards it, because you can't blame nobody but yourself if it don't work out. All right, so that's pretty much all I have right now. Um, so hope you enjoyed the video.